What's going on, everybody? Professor To Go coming at you once again on this very lovely day. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. And of course, before we get into everything, I know you might see the book, so let me cover it up. Before we get into everything, you got to do what? Hit the like and subscribe button, and also share this to your people so the channel can keep on growing and I can keep on giving you the sweet content that you can exercise in your daily lives. So without further ado, let's go. So for today, we've got another, drum roll, book review. Yes, the second one, and today we are talking about this book right here, The Compound Effect by yours truly, Darren Hardy. If you don't know who Darren Hardy is, I suggest you look him up. Owner of Success Magazine, motivational speaker, as you can see at the very bottom of here, New York bestseller. And on today, I'm gonna be real short because I don't want to take too much from you guys. I really want you to go out here and definitely read what this book has to offer. Now, I purchased this book like years ago at a convention for a business that I used to be in, and he was actually one of the speakers on stage, and so I got the chance to actually kind of like, you know, hear his life story, which he kind of goes into the book about. And one of the things that really stuck out about me was what he was talking about in the compound effect. Now, the compound effect, for those that don't know, if you're talking about the easiest way to think about it is think about banking, right? So if you put money into, let's say, a bank that pays you compound interest on your money, right? It's the little bit amount that you get every time, you know, the bank decides to pay out a dividend or whatever, if you will, onto your account, that eventually adds up. So if you go from 100 to 101, now you're getting a interest rate on the 101 versus the 100 that you first started off with, right? And of course, you know, over time, as it grows, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So in the compound effect, he really goes into how that can play into not just finances, it can play into your life. One of the biggest parts in the book that stuck out with me was when he was talking about how compound or the compound effect can work in like weight. So he was like, you know, over time, and this is what he was saying on stage, he was like, over time, you didn't go from, you know, 100 pounds to 200 pounds in a matter of a day or so. Like, nobody's really ever done that, right? Like, you might have gained, you know, 4 or 5 pounds in a day from, you know, whatever you ate, sick or whatever, or lost a lot, but you don't go that drastic. It's over time. So he was like, you know, you eat one cheeseburger today, you eat another one tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Eventually, when you look up from all those tomorrows, that's when you figured out, oh, shoot, I've gained, you know, 30, 40 pounds in a month, or in, you know, in 6 months, or however long it took you to gain that weight, right? And so he was saying that oftentimes we look at the little, we don't really pay attention to the little things that really compound over time. Everybody looks at the bigger picture. So it's like, you know, we forget to analyze ourselves on those little stuff. And that's one of the things that I push to my students a lot is, you know, even when it comes to a reward system, right? Everybody is thinking about the reward down the end. So when you go to school, you don't think, oh, you know, congratulations, I went from first to second to third. Like, of course, we know, you know, that's a good moment, but it's not as big as when you graduate high school, right? So when you graduate high school, it's like, oh, this is the big thing. But you forgot that you had to go from kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, all the way up to that point, right? So the compound effect was you going from grade level to grade level to grade level to grade level to get to the graduation in high school. Same thing with college. You know, you go through your first year of college and everybody's like, oh yeah, good. You know, your second year, oh yeah, good. Your third year, oh good. Your fourth year, if you graduate in 4 years, I didn't, so don't tell nobody. If you graduate in 4 years, then it's like, oh, congratulations, you got a bachelor's, and then you go master's and PhD, right? So within the book, you know, he's really trying to get people to pay attention to the little steps that are involved in getting to the big steps in the process, and really breaking it down is just what is that process and how is that process going, and like taking inventory of the little things that are building up to that big thing that you either want or possibly don't want, because either way you made the choice to get to that. So if you use the burger reference that I was using earlier, you might not have wanted to gain weight, but your actions and your choices over the compound effect over time said, oh, he must want this weight on him, so you gain that weight, and vice versa. When you're losing weight, a lot of people get frustrated because they're like, oh, I gain weight faster than I lose weight, not realizing that, you didn't gain weight mad fast. It's just that your thoughts are projecting to yourself that I got this weight. And then, of course, the microwave society we want it now. We're not going to talk about that. But, it's the same with losing the weight. You got to do the little things and the little steps that over time build up to that big, I lost 100 pounds. I lost 20 pounds. I lost 30 pounds or whatever. Another thing that, even relationships, that's like, he explained, and I don't want to give too much away because I really want you guys to read this book. It's a really good book. He explains how he did something to attract the woman that he's married to now, or at least at the time he told me. I'm not sure if they're married still. I'm pretty sure they are. But he was saying that instead of him concerning himself about the woman that he wanted, he would write down the woman that he wanted, what she would want in the husband. So he started to become the husband that attracted the woman that he wanted. And lo and behold, he was like, he got everything that he wanted in his wife from doing that. He focused on himself and built himself up and compounded the effect of, if this is the woman I want, I know she wants this, and this is what she's going to be attracted to. So I have to become that. And real quick, I'm going over my time as far as me giving you this, but he also talked about his dad, and his dad was like a hardcore, football coach who was like, you don't come off the field unless you're showing bone. And then in the book, he actually explains that one of the players was like, look, hey coach, look, and pulled back his collar, and he had a bone sticking out. So his dad was like, all right, you can get off the field. So, he goes into a little bit of his upbringing, his little back history about himself and whatnot. But the biggest thing I want you guys to definitely get from this book review is the compound effect. Definitely talks about how the little things over time build up to become that big thing. And it's not always that it's just sprung on you out of nowhere. So whatever it is you're trying to do, weight loss, finances, education, career moves, sometimes it's good to step back and take inventory of the little steps and the little process that we're looking at and that we're going through, to understand that eventually it will turn out to be this big thing, because over time it's grown to that. So without further ado, y'all, you already know what it is. It's Professor To Go once again. Make sure you grab The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, New York bestseller. And of course, we're going to come with you some more. I got some more books. I know I don't always show all my books. Trust me, I got a lot of them downstairs. It blows my mind. I'm getting new books all the time. So, of course, I'm going to be coming with some more books. Hopefully you like it. Like and share. Grab the book. Leave me a comment. Like, if you never read it, or if you have read it, leave me a comment in the descriptions or below the video, and let me know what you thought about the book and what was your perspective. All right. So without further ado, pray, aim high, stay focused, and deuces.